Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning or good evening to everyone. Today, I am going to discuss count parameter in JCL topic from which many interview questions are also asked. So, first of all, what is count? Okay, each step send a written code to the system upon completion. This is called the condition code. Okay, like I have one test job and submitted it, and it has three steps. Mean first step is using this program, second step is using this program, third step is using this program. And first step is thrown this condition code 0, and second step was also written 0, and third step is also the condition code 0. So each step written a condition code. Okay, and through this condition code means whatever value will be there higher in any step, then that condition code will be become the return code of the job. Okay, like it has, if it thrown like 04, okay, then there will be also 04. If like third step has written some like 12, okay, then your job also return code will be maximum return code, means it will be 0012. Okay, and so count parameter is used to control the execution of the subsequent steps. Subsequent steps means next steps. Okay, depending on the condition code that is written for prior steps. There are some written code which are mostly thrown by the job, like there is 0 is for the normal execution of the job. Okay, 4 is like job is throwing some warning, and 8 is for severe means error, some error, significant error, and 12 is for severe error, and 16 is for terminal error. Okay, and now what is count parameter? It is a conditional execution of steps within a job. Conditional execution, and it can be coded in a job or exec statement or both. Return code or condition code is a number between 0 and 4095 issued by an executing program just before execution is finished. Like if I am coding the code parameter in the job card, okay, job card, it has the syntax like cond equal to code, and there will be operator. Operator will be like this: less than, greater than, less than, equal to, and greater than, equal to, not equal to, and equal to. And your return code means condition code will be between 0 to 4095. Like I have one example. I have this, I have applied this count parameter. What it will do, it will check the return code 12 with the condition code, of the previous steps. Means its previous steps are step 01 and step 03, and but I have applied this in the step 03. Okay, if I am not giving here step 02, so it will check the return code of all step, means first step as well and second step. If it become true, means it means our step 3 will be bypassed. Okay, and like we have condition code there, like if we want to check the condition code of step 02 only, okay, then we need to give here step 02. If you want to check for step 01, so you can give the step 01. I am using step 03 here. Like what it will check, if a return code of previous step is 4, okay, 12 is less than equal to 4. Okay, 12 is less than equal to 4, no, so it is false. So our step third will be executed. And if RC of previous step is 8, so what will happen, it will check the 12 less than equal to 8, no, it is also false. Then it will if our return code of previous step is 12, So what it will do, 12, it will check 12 equal to 12, means it is true. And return code of previous step is 16. So what it will do, it like our means return code is 16, is 12 equal to 16, so it is also true. Means in these both case, our condition is count parameter is true, so that step will be bypass if the condition is true. And there are some rules, like condition is always read from the left to right. There can be at most 8 condition combined in a single test. Like you have one count, in one count you can give only 8 condition here, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 only. You can't give more than 8. You can't give more than 8. And if count evaluate to false, if count parameter has evaluated the false, then this step will be executed. Okay. And the test that appear in the count parameter of the job statement repeat for each step. Means if you have given the count parameter in the job card, so what it will do, it will check the condition code in each step except first step. Okay, because first step will return the condition code, and there is no return code to check for the first step, so it will exclude the first step. And when a count evaluate to true, okay, then in a job statement for is no step can execute from that point. Like if you have given count parameter in job card, then if in any step our count parameter is become true, so from that step no step will be executed. Okay, means our job will be terminated from that step. Count parameter in a job statement is ignored for the first step of the job. Okay, if I am giving the count parameter in job card, then it will ignore for the first step of the job. If you have the like for exact statement means I am giving it in the steps. Now I am giving it in steps. So like condition code is syntax is like code equal to code comma operator, and then you can gain optional step name. Then you can also give like more condition also here, like this. And even and only also you can use in the count parameter as a conditional. Okay. And even if you are using even request that execution be permitted even though any previous step has abandoned. If you have previous step and that is abandoned, so it will execute that step as well. If no step has abandoned, then even condition is ignored. Means if your previous step is whether abandoned or not abandoned, your current step will be executed. Your current step will be executed definitely. Okay, in case of even even. And if we are using only request that execution is permitted only if previous step has abandoned. If no step abandoned, the count parameter is ignored. Like case of in case of uh, only, like we have previous step and it is abandoned, then only our current step will be executed. If it is not abandoned, means if it is not abandoned, so our current step will not execute. Okay, this is the concept for the only parameter. If uh, if count parameter is coded in both job and exec statement, the job statement's count is tested first and then the count parameter of the exec statement is tested. Means first priority will be for the job card. And this is very much important. You need to learn this table. Like if your count parameter is true for a job, means your job will be terminated from that step. If it is true for one step, then Means if you are giving in step count parameter, then that will be bypass, that step will be bypass. If it is false, means count parameter is false in job, then your job will continue to run, like first step to second step to third step to fourth step, it will go continue, and check the condition for each step. Okay, and if you have false for the any step, means if count is false for any step, then our step will be executed. There are some examples, like in example first, I am using job 1 and there is count parameter, it's a job card. It's a job card. I am first showing to you the job card condition. Okay, and like I have count equal to 10, 10 greater than equal to the return code, and 20 less than 20 is less than the return code. If either is true, the system skip all the remaining job steps. If both are false, after each step execute, the system execute all the job steps. For example, if a step return a code of 12, neither test is satisfied. Like I am giving here 12, 12 greater 10 greater than 10 greater than 12. No, it's a false. So 20 less than 12, it is also false, so our condition is false here, so our step will be next step will be executed. However, if a step return a code of 25, the first test is false, like 10 10 greater than 25, no, it is a false, and then 20 less than 25, it is true, so it become true. So our next step will be bypass, means all the system bypass all remaining job steps. Like there is example 2, cond equal to 50 greater than equal to 60 less than, okay, and if there is 50 is greater than or equal to return code, and 60 is less than or a return code, okay, bypass the remaining steps. If this condition become true, bypass the remaining job step. In other words, job continue as long as the return code are between 51 to 60. Okay, and we have like example 3, like cond equal to 8 not equal to, means if our means return code of previous step is not equal to 8. Okay, like if it has written 8, okay, then our uh, job will be continue to run. If it is other than 8, okay, then our job will means skip or bypass the remaining steps. Like we have examples for job card, and like it has the condition code here, 8 greater than 8 equal to 12 equal to 17 equal to 19 equal to 21 equal to 23 less than equal to. The job continue only if the return code are 5 6 7 9 10, means are for these are it become true. Okay, for this it is become false, sorry, it is become false. Okay, and we have now four step. I am showing for now the example for the steps. Like I have step 3 and exact program is u and cond condition, like it is checking 20 greater than equal to the return greater than to the return code of the step 1, 60 equal to the step 2. Bypass this step if 20 is greater than the return code of step 1, and if step 2 issue a return code of the 60, okay, only then bypass this step. And if we have like this condition code, if 20 bypass this step if 20 is greater than the return code step 1 issue, or if any of the preceding step issue a return code of 60. We have like example 7 here, like cond equal to 10 less than equal to the less than return code, and like 15 not equal to the step 5. Okay, so it will check the return code accordingly and bypass the step accordingly. And if it is less return code is like there is uh, 11 or 12, like greater than 10, then this step will be bypass. If it is not equal to 15, then this step will be bypass. And there like 7 less than, and there is like step 4 of link procedure. Okay, if 7 is less than the return code of the step 4 which is available in link procedure, then this will be bypass. Like we have one example 9, cond equal to 4 equal means 4 greater than equal to. This example show a single written code test. When you do not code a step name, the step RC error will execute only when the return code of all the previous step do not satisfy the test specified by code. Like we have step 1, step 2, step 3. If they are returning means they are returning 0. Okay, all are returning 0, then our condition will also become true. Okay, and this step will be bypassed. If like if any step has written like 0 8, second step has written 0 8 and then 0 0, then like it will check the with the 0 8 4 means if all step has written the 0 8. Okay, 0 8, then it will select 4 greater than equal to 0 8, it become false, so it will execute. But if you have like first step is returning 0 0, second step is returning 0 8, then third step 0 0, so if it will check with the 0 0, 4 is greater than equal to 0 0, yes, so it become true, and so your this step will be bypassed. And we have one interview question, like consider if you have your step 01 RC is 04, what condition will you code on step 02 so that it will get execute. Like we have step 02, step 02 exec, then pgm name, pgm name, then cond, then in cond parameter you will give 04 means you want to execute it, 04 equal not equal to means you want to execute it always not equal to. Okay, and there you will give step 01 means if 0 means your step 01 is returning 04, 04 it is returning 04, so you need to give equal. Equal if you will give 04 equal to 04, so condition become true, so it will be bypass. If you give like 04, okay, not equal to 04, so this is the condition you will give here, means if it is not equal to 04, then this step should be execute. Okay, so it is becoming false here, so it will execute, so you need to give this one, note this one. And we have like example 10 here, we are giving here cond equal to even means execute program cleanup even if one or more of the preceding step abnormally terminated. Okay, means if any of the previous step also terminated, then execute this step. If it is not execute also, if it is not terminated also, previous step are also not terminated, then also execute this step. And like we have one cond, there is many condition. 10 less than step A, 20 equal to the return code of the previous step, and then only execute this step only if one of the preceding steps terminated abnormally, but bypass it if 10 is less than the return code which step A issue, or if any of the previous step that terminated normally issue a return code of 20. Okay. And like we have condition code, next one, bypass this step if 20 is less than the return code step 1 issue, and if any of the previous step issue a return code of 20, also bypass this. Otherwise execute this step even if one of the preceding steps terminated abnormally. Okay. And like there is step 13. In step 13 I am using proc 4, and I am passing the condition two condition to the this proc. Okay. And like step 4 and step 6 I am passing into the proc the exec statement that call procedure proc for pass count parameter to steps step 4 and step 6. We can pass also the condition code from the job to proc. Okay, proc steps, you can say proc steps. We have like one proc my proc, and it has count parameter equal to this one. So what it will do, exec statement establish a count parameter for all steps in the procedure. It override any count parameter in the procedure if coded. We have example 15, like we have program count 5 equal to return code of the step 2. In this exec statement in procedure step 2, in the count parameter can be the name of either a proceeding step in the procedure or of the preceding steps in the job. Okay, it can check the means return code. If we have step code in job also, it will check the in procedure also. If it is in procedure step 2, so it will also check then means it can check from either from the job or in the procedure. There is one interview question. A JCL has 5 steps. How can we run only step 02 and step 05 without using count parameter, or if then else? If a JCL has 5 steps and we require to execute step 2 and step 5 only, then we will use IEB edit JCL. Okay, like we have used the IEB edit utility, and then we are submitting this job, and it has this parameters. In this is ut2 star in intr dr, and so in this we are including these steps step 02 and step 3, so step 5. So it will execute this step 02 and step 05. If we do not want to run the step 2 and step 5, then you can give the exclude. But you want to, okay, exclude also you can give if you do not want to run these two specific steps. Okay, but you want to run the other steps. And there is one more interview question. Consider code is coded at job and step level both, so which code will have the first priority? So job will have the first priority. First priority. And there is one if else statement, like if you want to code in JCL, if else statement. So this is syntax, like if condition, if, and then you need to give condition here, then step here, else step, and if. And like there is one example, if step 1 return code is equal to 01, run step 02, otherwise run step 03, then you can end the if condition. Thank you guys, that's all from my side. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for more new notification.